Hey folks, it's Angel. Welcome back to the channel on Christmas Eve of all nights, and welcome to the SimWorks Studio's Zenith CH1701. This is a plane we've been anticipating for some time, and it does look a little agricultural, but this is an amazing bush plane. I cannot wait to try this one out. I've been incredibly excited to see it, and we're looking forward to a good one today. This is a spicy little plane. Like I said, SimWorks Studios created this when it released today after much anticipation. Originally built, of course, the aircraft in 1986 by Zenith, and it is combining features of regular aircraft and ultralights, including big fixed slats in the front of the wings. The tail is what's referred to as a full flying tail. In other words, the actual full tail surface itself can move more fully, as you can see there. This portion at the back here, giving huge amounts of authority at low speeds. The aircraft is designed for massive short field takeoff and landing capabilities, and it is pretty decent. Good roomy cabin for two. There's space for baggage, and it has a Rotax engine in there to really give it some power. This can get off grass at 120 feet. It is an exciting aircraft, and we are going to get into it without much ado. Of course, you get two versions, a version without doors and a version with doors included with it. There's 4 liveries, and baggage and weight of the aircraft controls appearance of assets in the aircraft like co-pilot and baggage. Sounds from a real aircraft. It includes a bush trip and several airport sceneries included with it, which is really cool, including Lufka, Sky Acres and Roxbury, all part of the New York State bush trip. And the full manual includes absolutely everything you need to know about the aircraft and its operational speeds, its effects, where the controls are. Well made add-on here. We're looking at a rotation speed of 40 miles an hour. That is quick. Climbs at 50, cruises at 90, and you've got an approach without flaps of 60. This thing is crazy. It's really, really, really powerful. This little Rotax kicks out 5,800 RPM. Absolute monster. Well, without further ado... Oh, we just donked into the cockpit, apparently. So, hello, ever-present co-pilot. As the FPS appears in the simulator for me. We're going to get ourselves started today. So we'll put the battery on. As apparently... Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes, I just need to recycle that switch so it recognizes it's on. Okay, so we've got our fuel tank selected. Now let's have a look down here at our control panel so I can see where things are, because it's a little bit distant for me. We've got our fuel pump there. Get the correct light set we'll want here, and this should be a simple case of un de toi. Oh, hello. Right, find rudder pedals with feet. That's a good start. Did not have my feet on the pedals. Let's get our avionics switched on and our alternators. So sounds are pretty decent. Aircraft starts up very simply, very simple operations, as you mentioned. You see there, our fuel selectors right here on the panel, throttle, got our pitch indications, choke is there, all the switches laid out nice and neatly. Got a GNS 430 there. We'll set that to altitude mode. Everything real simple. Very rugged little plane. Those big slats on the front. And we have got full span flaperons, of course, which I believe are sagged by default, because that is not retracted, that is actually set, so those are retracted now. And here's our big rudder. Look at that. Massive. Yeah, that'll do some good. Now, I believe this is the doored version. How do I open these bad boys? Now, I have never flown this before. This is the first time I've gotten this in the sim, so you're going to experience it with me. You know what? I'll work out how to open doors. Is that it? Oh, that was it. That was really easy. I'll close that for now. So we're here at Machmell Fisheries in British Columbia, which is a nice little spot to experience some basics of flight out in the wilderness. And I need to remember where the runway is here, actually, because I believe that's one of the parking spots over there. I think our runway is... You know what? I've downright forgotten. Where is it? Is it around that corner over there? I think it is. You're right. It is around the corner. It's been a while since I've flown here, so I'll give it a second. Textures look fantastic. The detailing in the aircraft is beautiful. Everything really looks nice and well put together. Sim performance is good. Yeah, we're off to the right here once we get around this corner to our runway access. Don't mind taxiing past some trucks. I figured we needed an appropriately bushy airstrip to test out this bad boy today. Glass reflections look nice. Nothing crazy, no ridiculously I'm having a stroke. No ridiculously over the top scratches. Instrumentation and instruments are clean and concise. We're not going to deploy any flaps here today. We're just going to go for this run up and see how she folds for us. Okay. Let's give it an application of gas. Rudder is very effective, and I'm going to pull back. And we're airborne. That simple. Nice and simple. Alright, let's drop that RPM down a little bit. Climbing out nicely. Aircraft has a lot of grunt. It climbs incredibly positively. Doesn't feel sluggish. Once you pull back on the stick, it just comes off the ground and really wings itself into the sky. Yeah, couldn't have picked a better location for this one, I don't think. Exactly where we needed to be flying. So we'll knock this throttle back a little bit. So approaching 900 feet right now. That's the airport down below us there. So we just skyrocketed up to pattern altitude. Basically within the height of the pattern. It really has some grunt when it comes to that. We're going to climb a little bit more. We're going to do a little bit of stalling and see how well it floats and what the sink rate is like. We want a little bit more altitude before we try anything like that. We might come back and land at a sandbar, I think, once we get a bit of a handle on this aircraft. Okay, this should do us here, so we're just going to see exactly what the aircraft wants to do when I come off the throttle here. So nose wants to sink down pretty much immediately. Holding the nose as steady as I can. Speed is falling off. We're under 16 miles an hour right now. Not something I should be doing pointing at a mountain, but, you know, there it is. Alright, let's try and force it into a stall while we've still got a little bit of altitude here. We'll get some wing flutter, and she's sinking. Come on, nose up. Oh, we're basically hovering. Okay. Let's put the gas on. And it just pulls away from the stall there. It doesn't really, with the amount of lift I think this wing has, it really struggles to stall in the same way as a regular GA aircraft might. You can definitely feel the flutter, you can definitely feel the loss of stability perhaps. I was trying to hold it as steady as I could, and she really just wanted to sit there. So we'll swing it around here, and come off the gas, and we'll give it some flap now. Big nose down attitude once you... Whoa, hello. Massive nose down implement when you get those flaps in there. But they are huge. Pull those up now and get away from this. Ooh, hello. That really pushed the nose down when I applied full flap. That was a definite shift in the COG. Okay, so we see the sandbar down below us right here. We're going to go for a landing on this bad boy, just in our approaching our Limburg reference now. The small one, just to the right of that copse of trees on the opposite bank of the river. We're going to fly down here, drop it down, come round. We'll do a quick inspection over the top, and then we'll come in all put down on the sand. Which seems like an appropriate place to do a test landing in this aircraft. There's no point landing on a regular runway, is there? So we'll give it a notch of flaps. Just to keep ourselves... Oh, hello. Yep, there we go. So we're coming on to that. That should be a nice, clean, straight runway. We've got enough room there to do what we need to do. So we're hovering around 70 miles an hour right now. Got a single notch of flap in there on the wing, so we're just drooping them basically to 10 degrees. And apparently I've lost my alternator. That is weird. Everything else is turned on. So that could be a Microsoft glitch there, because my power's on. Oh, okay, interesting. I think I overcharged the starter because I was set to full start. Still getting used to the alpha yoke with an actual starter switch, so it definitely throws you for a loop. Okay, where are we looking at? Around there. So we'll start to swing it around nice and slow. Comes around nice and easy. Big windows are great for vision. Really makes this sort of flying a lot easier. So eyes on our target there, right in between the wing braces. Ease off the throttle here. Little Rotax really does come on to power very rapidly. A lot of pull. It jumps in RPM significantly. Okay, so we're coming down now. Looks good. We'll give it a little bit of a side slipperoonie here. Just drop ourselves in a little bit more. Should make things nice and easy. Couple little boats below us there. Just ease it over. Little touch on the yoke. Bring it down. A little bit of power. There we go. There we go. Hello, baby. Come on. That's it. That's it. That's it. Just ease it in. And main gear will touch down. And we are down. Pull those flaps up to reduce the weight. And we used barely any of that sandbar. That was nothing. In fact, if we pop out here. Yeah. Nothing. We will take back off again and see just how she does with that. We're going to go with the... I believe we have a single notch of flaps out right now. So we'll put a single notch in. Run up to full power. Hold the brakes. And boom. We're away. It jumps off the stop like a scalded cat, I will say. 50 miles an hour. And we're airborne. So we didn't even have to push back or turn around there to get us ourselves into position. This thing is ridiculously effective when it comes to making an approach on improvised terrain. And sandbars, very controllable in the side slip. Very controllable in terms of its sink rate. Power and performance is phenomenal. We'll swing it around and we'll put it down on the main runway here at Machmell. This is a freeware scenery, of course, and I will provide you a link to both the aircraft here by SimWorks Studios, SWS, and to Machmell Fisheries, the scenery. So I think our runway is over there. It is. Perfect. So we'll pop her down here, and that should be a nice, easy 1, 2, 3. But a beautiful aircraft. I love this. This will be a fast favorite of mine. It's slow, but my God, does it go. This thing is a beast. Absolutely love flying it. Just from this test flight here with you guys, my first experience this, and this again is my first experience with this aircraft. I have never touched it before right now. So the first time I pulled back on the stick, that was the first time I'd ever flown it. And it really, 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 really flies nicely. I really enjoy it. And I am way too high to make an approach right now. So yeah. Or am I? Let's encourage it down, shall we? Let's encourage it down. Let's bring out some bush nastiness here and try and throw this thing into this. A ridiculous approach angle. In fact, let's throw in some more flaps. Let's see what this thing can really do, shall we? Over the trees and far away. Let's keep the nose up. Oh, hello, that's a treat. That's a treat. There we go. And flare. And butter. There we go. This thing's ridiculous. This isn't a Sky Jeep, as some of the owners call it. This thing is a freaking motocross bike with wings. I love it. You should definitely go grab this one if you like bush planes. This thing is nasty in the best possible way. It is fun. You could do stupid things with it and really enjoy it. If you like Cubs, you will love this. So guys, have a wonderful Christmas, and thank you for watching. I've been Angel. Bye.